Hey there everyone. Today I'd like to take a casual peek into the X-Men Origins Wolverine comic series, Weapon X action figure. This is another of my dollar finds from the Walmart clearance aisle. Him and Maverick were warming the pegs, and I picked them up. I also picked up the Weapon X stasis chamber, which comes with a Weapon X figure. Actually, it's the same figure here, except for the stasis chamber figure comes with a different colored pants and a different head. And this figure set comes with the chains and the doodads that go over the head. I still picked up this one because it's only $1, and I think I'm gonna put this guy in the stasis chamber instead of the one that instead of the figure that comes with the stasis chamber. Taking a look at the figure through the package here. He's got a mean grin there, and I like how they have this helmet or dome thing or whatever you want to call it to go over his head, and he's got these plugs on his body. That looks kind of neat. Looking at the other side of the package here, you can see it actually fits over the head, and there's a description. Read that there. And also other figures in the line. You have Wolverine, Strike Mission Wolverine, and Gambit, who I only saw when this line first came out. I saw them once or twice, but I never picked them up because at the time these came out, they were selling for like $8, and I think this was at the same time as the Marvel Universe first came out. And I was not really collecting at that point, and also I just looking at the price of these figures were, at the time I thought they were way overpriced. I wasn't used to paying $8 for a 3 3/4 inch scaled figure. Anyways, we'll be back and we'll have Weapon X out of the package. Okay, we're back, and the Weapon X is out of the package along with a few of the accessories. And the first thing we'll take a look at here is the mini catalog of X-Men Origins Wolverine items, and also some of the animated series and the superhero squad. It's basically a 2-page fold out here of some of the items available on there. And next thing we'll take a look at are the manacles that can be placed over the forearms and wrist of Weapon X. It's kind of neat, and these do snap in closed and open on there. Takes a bit of work to actually close it shut on there. And also the manacles on the legs of the figure here. Let's take a look at that, and you see these are snapped shut. Oh, that one's open. And they can be easily removed. They're soft plastic, so that's kind of neat here. Yeah, take that off. There we go. And also this helmeted thing. And at first I was having problems getting to stay on his head. If you push it down, it just pops up. And I was initially disappointed, but then I found out there's a little thin plastic sheet I didn't see until later. Let me see if I can take it off here. They put it in underneath the helmet here. Right there. But once that's removed, once you place the helmet over the head, it stays in place. So I'm not sure why they had that plastic film underneath the helmet there. But I like that, the gadgetry that's on this here. It's nice and detailed. I don't know if you can see it close up there. And you got these cables and these electronic equipment, and this harness is all one piece. There's no place to remove the harness, the straps and stuff. I think they placed this harness and the equipment onto the figure before putting the torso, assembling the torso onto the body, because I don't see anywhere where this can be removed without cutting it. So which is not a problem for me because I plan to keep it on there anyways, along with the helmet and stuff. But I like this Wolverine figure. Yeah, his hair's flat here, just to accommodate the helmet. So, I don't mind because I'm going to keep the helmet on when I put him in the stasis chamber. And I like this figure. It's nice and detailed. When companies apply like hair onto the body, the paint, when they apply the painting onto the body, it can be sometimes pretty hit or miss. Some paint jobs are just really bad. I don't know if it's because the painting is a little thick, but this one is just about right for this figure. It doesn't detract from the figure at all. You know that it is hair and it doesn't look out of place. So I think they did a very good job of painting the figure on there. And I like these little plugs that they have. Too bad they don't have cables to go with these plugs. That would have been neat. I'll have to take a look at the stasis chamber if they have it, but I don't think they do. And one thing I like about Wolverine's claws from this particular line of figures, not a lot of people like it. I'm not sure why. But I like how they put these, how the space between the claws are actually molded. It's just painted black to add the illusion of depth. And I actually like it this way, as opposed to 3 separate pieces of plastic, because a lot of times I've seen figures without this spacer, the molding in the spacers in between the claws. The claws tend to go every which way, left, right, and it's hard to find a figure with a Wolverine figure with claws that are just nice and straight if they were separate pieces of plastic. And I actually like this. I don't mind this at all. A lot of people don't seem to like this, but I do. It keeps the illusion of that the claws are actually 3 separate pieces, when it's really just one piece of plastic. So, and it just keeps it nice and straight, which is what I like about it. Going over the articulation of the figure, the head barely moves at all. I think it's due to the hair and just the joint on the head. The arms do go all the way around. They do go out quite far and down. The wrists go. The elbows go all the way around. The wrists also go all the way around as well. The torso goes up and down and a little bit to the side. No waist articulation. The legs are on a ball hinge, and they do go barely up and down. The hinge is pretty stiff, but you have to work it. I don't want to break this figure. But it also revolves around the hinge on the ball. It's got double jointed knees, and also rotates at the feet and goes up and down as well, just a little bit on there. Overall, I like this figure. It was only $1, and I plan to put this figure in the stasis chamber, mainly because it's got a lot more equipment. He's got that helmet and stuff. I think is kind of neat. This figure I don't think is available in the stores anymore, and if it still is, it's probably on clearance, like where I found mine. But I like this figure, especially for the setup for the diorama for Weapon X. That's my casual peek into the X-Men Origins Wolverine Weapon X figure. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.